And the question falls on us, what are we saying to it that it is saying yes to? And so when we really get that, when we get that in us is an intelligence that moves through us all of the time. There is a reference in the Bible that says, I will answer before you call. Why? Because it moves in us all the time. As you think a thought, it is right there. It's not outside of you. It is right there as that thought. And begins to immediately start going into itself to show up as that experience. Simple case, you decide it's 5 o'clock and it's rush hour. And your thought is, I'm going to get caught in traffic. And God's answer is yes. It's as simple as that. It's not removed. It's in every single everyday things that we do. It's not waiting up on a mountain. It is right there with you as you crawl out of your bed in the morning and say to yourself, oh God, another day, another dollar. Hello, yes. Yes. And it's these kinds of things that we say on a daily basis and are not necessarily aware of that show up as our experience in our life. And for us, being conscious all of the time of what we're thinking is critical in terms of how we change our life. But I want to go back. For me, the scientific piece of this is so critical. I have to share where I come from and where I find it to accept this teaching. We talk about all is God, that God is in everybody. So we look at each other, we don't look alike. So what is it in us that's the same? If we say all is God, and we look at an animal, it doesn't look like us. But we say God is in it. What's in it that's the same? If we look at a tree and we look at the grass and we say God is in it, what's in it that's the same? Now I'm going to really go way out there and say to you, all is God, the chair you're sitting in. What's in it that's the same in all of what I've made? Energy. There's an energy. And there's an energy that has an intelligence. It's awesome when we think about it. We start out as 2 cells. Sperm cell, egg cell. What in that union, that division, causes it to decide to be bone, to decide to be lymphatic system, blood, eye, tissue, skin? There's an intelligence in it that triggers the separation. There's an intelligence in it that says an invasion has happened and I need to protect, and that's your white blood cells. You don't have to tell it. There's an intelligence at work. That same intelligence is moving through everything all of the time. Otherwise, when you sit down in that chair, it might not hold you up because those cells in there, that energy, would not recognize that it needs to stick together. It would not recognize that there is a pull between them. So there's an intelligence everywhere present. And I talk about this all the time. I can't help it because it's so common. Yesterday I experienced this. And I don't want to say it was personal. I think it was on TV. It was a show. And this person needed to get into this car that had been hit yet. This car had been hit through gobs of times. It was a mess. Person got in, the first thing they said was, come on, baby, turn over. Who are we talking to? Who are we talking to? There is something innate in us that knows there's something there that hears us. We're not all crazy. There's something in us that knows something in that metal is going to respond to us. And when it turns over, we go, bang, baby. We all do this. It's universal. It's in us. It's just taking that same in us and beginning to work with it and acknowledge it all day long. On my way here today, I'm driving down the road, and on this side, the traffic has stopped. So, Chris, I want to know why. And I'm looking. There's this itty-bitty, pitiful little dog that is like, doesn't know which way to go. But those cars stopped for this dog to make up its mind. Why? There was something in those drivers that honored the life in that little animal. All around us, it speaks to us. Life, God, intelligence. And when we begin to recognize that, see, if you can recognize it in a dog, what in the world is wrong with us recognizing it in each other? Why can't we do that for each other? Just recognize that sometimes somebody's confused. They're just confused. This number they have, they're confused. They don't know. They got a clue who they are. Love it. Know that God is in all of us. Know that there's this intelligence in all of us. Not only is it in all of us, but it is poised, waiting for you to recognize it. My image that always comes up for me with this is this little child that is tugging at us. And you know, I was busy sometimes and just, it's always tugging at us. It is always trying to get our attention. It whispers to us, don't do that. Call your daddy. Speak to that lady. Go to the left down the street today. Get some bread while you're at the store. It's as simple. Hey, if you don't know that, you miss it out because there's something in you that knows everything. It knows all, and it has the ability to move forward ahead of you and to know that it is safe enough. And its job is to keep you safe. Why? Because at some point, maybe you'll wake up and let it live. And it wants you to live. So it is forever seeking where you should go, what you should do, because I live here and I need a safe place to live. Do you get that? It's about, it wants to have some place to come forth and express itself. Therefore, it must keep the house safe. So when you get those little thoughts that run through your mind, oh, maybe I shouldn't go there. Oh, maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you should really listen to that. Maybe you should call whoever it was and tell them, can't meet you today, I'll catch you tomorrow. See, our loyalty and where it lies is critical. It is critical. We have loyalty with physical forms. We have loyalty to jobs. We have loyalty to children and all kinds. But there's something in you that knows more than they do. And it is the very first place that one needs to have loyalty because it knows something that you don't. Wow. That is an interesting notion. There's something in you that knows something that you don't. Now, for some of us, that's tough to deal with because we know it all. Hey, I know it. Hey, there's something in you that knows things that you don't. But the interesting thing about it is it's willing to share it. It is absolutely willing to share it. And if you get quiet and you begin to establish a relationship with it, it freely gives you its information. It will tell you when your car breaks down what's wrong with it.